Welcome back, guys, to the G&T show. In front of me are different types of pipettes here.
Well, Ton, why do you have pipettes in front of you at all?
Well, if you've seen the episode on filter paper standard edition, you need to measure accurately, especially in the lower volumes here.
Well, I thought you just push the button and suck up the liquid.
Well, there are key techniques that you have to consider, Glenn. Otherwise, your data is going to probably look like this, right? But when you really want it to look like this.
That's what I'm familiar with. Okay, so why don't you give us a quick rundown on it?
All right. Okay, so in front of me, I have three different types of pipettes here to show you. I have the smallest one, which is the 0.5 to 10 microliters. The medium size is the 10 to 100 microliters, and the biggest one that I have here is it goes up to 1 mil. So obviously, the smaller the pipette, the greater the variability you have when you don't pipette correctly. So to demonstrate this, we're going to use water that's just colored with food coloring, so you have a better idea of how to do this. We're going to use the one that goes up to 100 microliters. First things first, you have to pick the correct pipette tip for your pipette. So to put the pipette tip on, you want to just tap it twice on here so that it'll stay on. So give it 1, 2. There, it sticks on there really well. So to pipette this, you want to aspirate slowly by pushing this plunger down. And then just let it go slowly so that you can aspirate the liquid up without getting any air bubbles. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to go push the pipette plunger down, go inside the liquid, pull up slowly, and then I'm going to tap the wall of the container here so that any residual liquid will go back down in there. Then I'm going to stick it into this little Eppendorf tube here and aspirate down slowly as well. And then again, touch the wall, and then you see there's no residual liquid on the pipette tip. All right, so now to shuck the tip, what we want to do, depending on your pipette tip, you may either shuck it with pushing this down a little harder, but on this pipette tip, I have this little shuck button here. So all you're going to do is just shuck it right directly in, and it's as simple as that. Now you want to make sure that you are shucking the tip in between aspirating so that you are not contaminating back inside the original container.
Very critical, right, Ton, is that if you don't remember, if you've used it from one to another, just get another tip. You see those boxes of tips have tons of tips in them, and so you're better off wasting a tip than contaminating a liquid.
Exactly. So some key points or takeaways from this pipetting video is you want to make it easy on yourself. What I do is I make an Excel spreadsheet just to calculate all the volumes here so that I'm not going back and figure out, well, how much do I need to pipette when I'm doing serial dilutions or whatnot. And especially, if you're doing smaller volumes, if you have like a 1,000 ppm solution and you want to pipette small volumes, don't do that. Again, we talked about the variability in using the smaller pipette. You may want to do serial dilutions of the 1,000 down to like 100 ppm, and then use a bigger pipette to pipette in a bigger volume. So that
do some homework.
Yeah,
right?
It'll be a lot easier for you, right?
Yeah, and then consider a direct displacement pipette for difficult solvents. So if you're having a volatile solvent that you're not sure is going to work for this, consider trying on a balance. You can check it out to see if it's delivering the right, volume and knowing the density, the right weight to wherever you're transferring. So make sure you check that out.
Right. And other things to consider is if you're going to say you only need like 5 mils of a solution, make more than that. Maybe make 10 mils or 20 mils so that you have excess to use. So if you mess up on it, you still have some excess that you've already made so that you can use it to do further dilutions if necessary.
And one last point, don't pipette by mouth.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. So we hope you found this episode useful on the pipetting techniques. And if you've not seen it, please watch the video on where we've applied this to making the filter paper method. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let us know what you think. And remember to click the like button. See you next time.